1, 2, 3. Okay.
Good
Presenter
morning,
number
class.
1.
Okay, good morning. This is a business presentations. Okay. Now we're going to report from the group 1, questions number 1, number 2, and number 3. So let's welcome our first reporter from Life and Life Christians Ministries. Let's welcome Reverend Bernard S. Conrado.
Thank you. The first question says, describe the core principle of the law of intuition as presented in the source and explain the significant strategic advantage it provides to a leader using analogies and examples from the text. So, the significant strategic advantage it provides is that it allows leaders to see and sense things more quickly than anyone else. This quickness provides what we call a head start or a leadership jump start, as most people call it. Meaning it enables the leader to get going before anyone else. The emphasis in leadership is often on being the first, like a pioneer. And the sad thing is that a lot of people have been gifted with such leadership skills. They start something, they pioneer and start and begins to do something, but fails to finish the work. And that's sad because that's not supposed to be the case. So the challenge for leaders is that if you have this gift of being a pioneer, do not concern yourself too much with being the fastest. It's not about, necessarily starting something and being able to finish first. As long as you finish well. So the emphasis in leadership is often on being the first, not necessarily the fastest. And intuition helps the leader be first in the finish line. So if you have the gift of being a pioneer, try as much as you can also to develop this gift of intuition so you can finish first.
Pakpak mo.
Thank you, sir. And that answers the questions on how we describe the principles of the law of intuition as presented in the source and explain the significant and strategic advantage that provides a leader using analogies and examples. Thank you, Sir Bernard. So, for the questions number 2, let's hear our second reporter from the Glorious King Cathedrals. Let's welcome Reverend Jojo Jayap. Number 2? Number 2 ka rin. Okay, sorry. Si Pastor Jojo is number 3. So, for the questions number 2, let's welcome from the Nazareth Church, let's welcome Reverend Renato Villagonza.
Hallelujah. My question is, discuss the concept that intuition is tied to personal giftedness, according to the source. Elaborate on this by detailing the specific types of readings or areas of perception that leaders functioning intuitively engage in as described in the text. Leaders, according to the source, are readers. You have the ability to read the situation these leaders are described as readers of people. They can see and understand where the people are. They can understand how they feel, or they can empathize how they think and how they respond. They can read where you are going and who you are and what you are thinking. Secondly, according to the source, leaders know how to read the time. They understand the flow of timing and when to seize the moment, when to let the moment go. Thirdly, they can also read the motives or discern it. They can sense why people does certain things or the underlying reason why a person acted that way. Number 4, they have a strong discernment of what is approaching or coming around the corner. They can read the future. And number 5, they are also good in matching the right people for the right job. They can read the best people for the right job because they are good in placement of people. Number 6, they understand that development takes time, thus the journey requires a process of becoming the right leader. In summary, leaders are reader of people, timing, motive, future, and placement of people, and a reader of process. This is a gift of God, a gift of intuition, a gift of discernment and wisdom, an ability to understand things where others cannot. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you, Reverend Renato, for a clear and brief answers of questions number 2. Now let's welcome to the third reporter. I have introduced you already. From the glorious King's Cathedral, Sir Jojo Daya for the questions number 3.
Alright, question number 3. The source identifies the law of intuition as one of the most challenging laws to acquire. Explain the primary reason cited for this difficulty. Furthermore, outline the 2 main strategies suggested for individuals who are not naturally intuitive but wish to develop this skill. So according to the source, the law of intuition or inner voice or gut feeling is one of the most challenging laws to acquire because the person must know as well whether that inner feeling or promptings originate from the Lord or from other sources or from the enemy, or else that gut feeling or inner prompting can be used to take advantage of people. For people that are not naturally intuitive in nature but wish to develop a skill, there are 2 main strategies suggested. Number 1, spend time with an intuitive leader. Meaning, by spending quality time with them and asking about their reasoning or ideas, we can certainly learn how they perceive or see things, which can help us start seeing those same things. And number 2, read out of your or our gift mix. Meaning, our intuition is strongest where our strength lies. Focusing on leading in our areas of strength will leverage or will give our existing intuition and allow for effective leadership. In other words, even though intuition, the law intuition can be frustrating due to its subjective in nature, but otherwise it is still attainable. Thank you very much, and that's all.
Thank you, and a big hand for the group.